President Andrés Manuel López Obrador's political party Morena won the elections in the state of Mexico, snatching control of the most populous entity in the country from the PRI, which had governed the state since 1929. An important factor to consider is that the abstention rate was high. Nearly half of the citizens in the state of Mexico did not go out to vote, which really signaled a defeat for the opposition, which was incapable of mobilizing and energizing its electoral base. The PRI, as we all remember, governed and ruled Mexico for 71 years. And despite having lost the state of Mexico, it did win the governorship in Coahuila. Nonetheless, the state of Mexico represents more than 12.5 million registered voters and is considered an economic and electoral powerhouse, whereas Coahuila only has roughly 2.5 million voters and is less politically relevant. So it is true that the PRI and the alliance of the opposition did win the governorship in Coahuila, but it really doesn't represent much on a national level as this state of Mexico does. Ironically, it's really interesting to see that Morena has now become sort of this hegemonic power in Mexico. And AMLO, the president, has always criticized traditional political parties, not only for their corrupt practices, but for really controlling the majority of Mexico. And now that reality is true for the governing party, which controls, like we mentioned, 23 states. It has a majority in Congress, and it has power over the executive branch. This all shows that the state of Mexico is sort of setting the stage and the tone for what to expect in next year's presidential election, which, according to most polls, are predicting that Morena and its candidate will win the election in 2024, sort of guaranteeing and securing the continuation of AMLO's fourth transformation of Mexico.